the importance of the relationship between the United States and Israel cannot be overstated. Less than a year ago, at the end of Obama's term as president, the United States chose not to veto the UN resolution against the settlements in Judah and Samaria. The Palestinians, of course, responded with a joy and smiles. 2 days ago, only 1 year later, the U.S. administration, headed by President Trump, warned the Palestinians that their embassy would be closed if they continue to act against Israel. Suddenly, the smiles on their faces disappeared. It is no coincidence that President Trump sees and divides the world into two camps: the axis of evil led by Iran and North Korea, and the camp of the friendship led by the United States with their pragmatic Sunni allies and, of course, Israel. The Palestinian leadership must decide which axis they want to join. The United States emphasizes the importance of the Quartet principles and insists that any Palestinian government must commit to non-violence, recognize the state of Israel, accept previous agreements and obligations between the parties, including disarming terrorists. Under President Trump, the United States provides Israel a safety net in the United Nations Security Council, and like Israel, views Iran and Hezbollah as threats. The Trump administration is determined to fix flawed nuclear agreement with Iran and to counter Iran's missile program together with its support of terror organizations and regional subversion. As for Hezbollah, the U.S. administration sees it as a top threat to the United States and to the security of nations across the Middle East and beyond. It is time to mobilize a global response to counter the threat Iran poses to the civilized world. The Trump administration's support of Israel and the pragmatic Sunni countries and its tough position on Iran and Hezbollah present an opportunity for regional and international cooperation with the pragmatic Sunni countries against these threats. The international community should now pressure Iran in order to make sure that it will never be able to develop a military nuclear capability, in order to limit its missile program, and in order to stop its military and financial support of terror organizations like Hezbollah, Hamas, and Palestinian Islamic Jihad. It is also time now, after years of inaction, to enforce Resolution 1701 of the Security Council from 2006 that called for Hezbollah to disarm and stop operating along the Israeli border. Hezbollah wants the Lebanese people to believe that they are the ones protecting of country. But in fact, the recent resigning of Prime Minister Saad Hariri proves that Hezbollah has taken Lebanon hostage and its arsenal presents the greatest threat to Lebanon. If Iran and its proxies base themselves militarily in Syria in general and in South Syria in particular, it will present a permanent threat to Israel and pose a constant source of tension, friction, and regional instability. Syria is a key arena, and any campaign aimed at countering Iran and its proxies in the region must be waged there as well. Coming back to Israel and to Jerusalem, I hope and believe that President Trump will eventually move the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem, the eternal capital of the Jewish people. I also believe that in order to strengthen our position in the city, which is being challenged constantly, we should create a greater Jerusalem metropolitan area which will connect the surrounding communities of Ma'ale Adumim, Givat Ze'ev, Beitar Illit, Efrat, and Gush Etzion to the city, allowing their residents to vote for the Jerusalem City Council and Mayor as well, but without extending Israeli sovereignty and changing the political status of these communities at this time. Dear friends, on the 100th anniversary of the Balfour Declaration and the 50th anniversary of the liberation and unification of Jerusalem, we look optimistically into the future, knowing that our alliance with the United States and our relations with the current administration are stronger than ever before. Thank you.